Now, it's been a long time coming. Mercedes has been missing from that segment for some time. This is the car that gets to take on the Audi Q5, the BMW X3 and the Land Rover Discovery Sport. So the new GLC is here. Now, I've driven the car a few times overseas, but we've got details for you on the India spec. Ameya Naik drove it. "15 done in 2015 and 12 planned for 2016. That's how many cars Mercedes-Benz has lined up for India. It's already the 5th one this year and is probably the most important of them all. It's the GLC. And though we've done an exclusive review of the car overseas, we have finally got our hands on the India spec car.
There's a reason why the GLC is so called, and that is because it's based on the underpinnings of the C-Class sedan. Now, GLE, GLS, GLA, the nomenclature basically tells you where exactly the SUVs are from. But this one is very important for Mercedes-Benz India because it'll be in a segment where the company has never been before in India. And that means going up against the likes of the Audi Q5 and the BMW X3.
So it's based on the C-Class, and that's where it borrows some of its looks too. The front grille and headlamps bear resemblance to the C, but the shape of the hood and the LED lights give it a unique look. The front bumper gets more protection, and that is to provide a higher angle of approach when off-roading. Even the rear bumper has been designed to give the GLC a shorter overhang, and yes, it looks best in this cardinal red paint for sure. The car isn't bulky or big in its appearance and has hints of a station wagon-like profile. Even the roofline is more coupe-like, and that bodes well for the GLC Coupe that will come next year. The influence of the AMG GT is clearly seen in the tail lamps, and they look pretty sleek, don't they? The cabin is well equipped and well finished too. There is a strong resemblance to the C-Class here as well, and the finish is top-notch. The controls are well laid out, and you have the rotor to select and choose the various settings. The quality is undoubtedly pleasing to the eye, and the tactile feel makes this more evident. There's a 7-inch infotainment screen which also gives you a 360-degree view of your car, which comes in very handy during parking and off-road driving. Other infotainment features include a 20 CD stereo system, a Garmin-based navigation system, 2 USB ports and an SD card input. There's also a panoramic sunroof which adds to the package. Meant to seat 5, the GLC boasts a wheelbase of 2,873 mm, and that translates into more space up front and in the rear. The door panels are equipped with bottle holders, which adds to the convenience.
There are 550 litres on offer in the new GLC, and that is quite a lot. That is even more than the Audi Q5 actually. But there's the space saver that gets in the way, and this creates a problem because how much of that space is actually usable. So you have to put your spare tire at home before using that 550 litres. But Mercedes-Benz has also made it certain that you get more space, and that is why you can fold these two seats down, and there's 1,600 litres available, which probably might fit a baby elephant.
But would you be able to drive with one on board? Certainly. The engines are pretty powerful. The GLC is going to be available with a diesel and a petrol, the 220D and the 300.
The GLC will be available in both petrol and diesel powertrains. The one we are driving is the diesel, the 2.1 litre diesel engine. So yes, it won't be on sale in Delhi when it's launched in June. But what this car is wonderfully engineered, because there's 170 brake horsepower at your disposal and there's 400 Newton meters torque from as low as 1400 RPM, and that makes a lot of difference when we're changing, even gear changing. When you're using the paddle shifters, you change your gears fairly quickly, and the torque is available quickly to you. The 9 G-tronic, yes, 9-speed G-tronic gearbox makes things easier, so you just go. I mean, there's no hesitation from the gearbox to kind of give you power. It's pretty sorted that way, and you enjoy it as you drive on. Beautifully done, and you keep pushing it, and it doesn't say no. That's beautiful.
You can choose from the various driving modes: Eco, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and a customizable individual mode where you can change the throttle and steering response. As we moved along the twisty roads of Madikeri, the GLC was composed. However, we wish the NVH levels, the noise, vibration and harshness were better, and the obvious comparison for this is the 2-litre diesel from Audi. The steering feel is good and the drive experience is more or less similar to the C-Class. There is a bit of roll though at higher speeds, and that's because of the soft suspension setup. What nags you though is the lack of grip on your left foot on the dead pedal. The absence of any rubber or plastic on it makes your left leg wander for a strong foothold. The GLC also gets the 4MATIC off-road package, and this adds 20mm to the overall height. We didn't really get to test it off-road though, but there are a bunch of settings to choose from, like off-road, incline and slippery surface. Hill descent control is standard across all models. The GLC also gets everything from parking assist, attention assist, adaptive brake lights, tire pressure monitoring and 7 airbags. Mercedes-Benz has managed to pack in a lot in the GLC, and considering it's venturing into a segment that it's not tapped so far in India, that is important for it. The car launches next week, and we expect the price to hit the 50 lakh rupee mark.